Hi, this is Dr. Stalin David, currently working as an associate professor in Department of CSC, VELTECH MULTITECH, Dr. RANGARAJAN, Dr. SAKUNTHALA Engineering College, Chennai. Today, I'm going to take the topic is type of software testing. Software testing is an important aspect of software development lifecycle that ensure the product work correctly or not. And also it made user expectation and it's a free of bugs. So there are different type of software testing are available. So each designed to validate the specific aspect of an application such as the functionality, performance, security, and usability. So today we will explore all the main type of software testing and their purpose and what are the real world development process in software testing. So there are two types. First one is manual and automation. So under manual testing, white box, black box, and gray box testing are available. So white box unit testing, integration, system testing sir comes under white box testing, and non-functional testing, performance, usability, and compatibility testing sir comes under non-functional testing. So in black box, there are two type of testings are available: functional and non-functional. In functional, unit integration system testing are available. In non-functional, performance, usability, and compatibility testings are available. So in integration testing, there are two types of testings are available. One is incremental testing, and another one is non-incremental testing. In incremental testing, there are two approaches are available. One is top-down, bottom-up approach. In performance testings, there are load testing, stress testing, scalability, and stability testings are available. So now we see one by one. First we see manual testing. What is manual testing? So manual testing is nothing but to test the software that is carried out using the function and features of the applications. So which means manual testing will be check the defect of the software. That is the main advantages of a manual testing. So first one is fast and accurate visual feedback, and second one is less expensive and no coding is required and efficient for unplanned changes. So fast and accurate visual feedback means it detects almost every bug in the software application, and also it is used to test the graphical user interface like layout, layout design or text, something, etc. And next, less expensive means it does not require any high level skill software person. Next one is no coding is required. So no programming knowledge is required while using the black box testing. Next one is efficient for unplanned changes. So manual testing is suitable in case of unplanned changes of the application. So it can be adapted very easily. And next one is automation testing. So automation testing is a technique where the tester writes script independently and also uses the suitable software or automation tool to test the software. So it is an automation process, automation process. It's not a manual process. It allows for executing repetitive tasks without the use of the manual tester. That is the main thing, without using the manual tester. So main advantages are simplify the test case execution and improve reliability of test and increase amount of test coverage and minimizing human interactions. So these are the major advantages of a automation testing. When comparison between manual versus automation testing, processing time in manual testing is a highly time consuming process. When compared to automation testing, it is very faster than manual testing. In resource requirements, manual testing take only human resources, But automation testing takes up automation tools and trains such a employee persons. And the next one is white box testing. You already know that white box testing, it is a software testing technique that involves testing the internal structure and working of a software applications. So the tester has access only the source code and use that particular knowledge to design the test cases that can verify the correctness of the software at the beginner level, that is the code level. So here there are many advantages in white box testing. First one is thorough testing. See, thorough testing means white box testing is thoroughly checked at the entire code level and the entire structure. Next one is code optimization. Code optimization means it results in the optimization of code mainly to remove the errors and help to remove the extra lines of codes. That is the code optimization. The next one is early detection of defect. So it can start the early stage. So it does not require any interfaces in between. That is the early detection of defect. Next one is integration with software development life cycle. So software development life cycle means white box testing can be easily started in the software development life cycle. Last one is detection of complex defect. So once the tester can identify that particular defect means it can be detected through other testing techniques. So that is the major advantages in white box testing. And next we see black box testing. So black box testing, it is a type of software testing. So in which the tester is not concerned about the internal knowledge. So it is a completely opposite of white box testing. It does not bother about the internal knowledge or implementation detail of the software, but rather focus on validating the functionality based on provided specification or requirements. Here major advantages are it does not need to have more functional knowledge or programming skill to implement the black box testing. Next one is it is efficient for implement the test in the larger program. Next one is tests are executed from the user or client's point of view. Next, test cases are easily reproducible. Next, it is used to find ambiguity and contradiction in the functional specification. And next one is gray box testing. Gray box testing is a software testing techniques. It is a combination of both black box and white box techniques. In black box, tester is unaware of the internal structure of the application. But white box testing, tester must know the internal structure. So internal structure is partially known as the gray box testing. Here advantages are clarity of goals. So software user and developer have clear goals while doing this type of testing. Next one is done from a user perspective. In gray box testing is mostly done from the user perspective level. So here is the major advantages. Next one is high programming skill not required in the gray box testing techniques, and non-intrusive means gray box testing is obviously non-intrusive. We already know that. Improve product quality means overall quality of the product is highly improved in gray box testing. And next one is regression testing. So regression testing means it is the software quality checkup. And also it involves running tests to make sure that everything still works perfectly, even after updates or tweaks to the code. So major ensure that the software remain reliable. And also it check the function properly working or not. and maintain the integrity through the entire development life cycle. That is the regression testing. So advantages are retesting technique, and it also prevent some new bugs also, and keep software reliable. So keep software reliable means it confirm that the software continue to work as expected level. Next, improve stability. So regression testing help maintain the overall stability and also performance of the software. Next, we see the black path testing. So path testing means in white box testing, will be check all possible execution path of the program. In path testing, reduces the redundant test, and also it focus on the logic of the program and also used in test case designs. So it helps verify that all conditions in the code are function correctly or not. Function correctly. So it helps verify to the all code conditions are function properly and efficiently with a properly manner. Because to avoid unnecessary step in coding level, we use this type of testing to verify. This type of testing to verify all the condition in the codes are functioning properly. Next, we see about loop testing. So loop testing is a one type of a software testing that is performed to validate the loops. And also it is one of the type of control structure testing. So loop testing it comes under white box testing techniques because it is used to test the loops in the entire program. And also it will check the loops in the program operate correctly and efficiently. And also it checked the loop handle correctly. This loop testing, it does not cause any error like the infinity loop or logical flaws in the program. Here the advantages are loop testing test the limit the number of iteration of loops, and loop testing ensure the program does not go to infinite loop process. And loop testing endure initialization of every used variable inside the loop. And loop testing help in identification of different problem inside the loop of the program. And loop testing help in determination of capacity. Next is about the mutation testing. Mutation testing also one type of software testing technique that is performed to design new software test and also evaluate the quality of already existing software test. So it is mainly related to modification of a program in a very small ways. So advantages are brings the good level of error detection in the program and discover ambiguities in the source code, and it find and solve the issues of loopholes in the program, and it help the tester to write the automation the better test cases, and it provide more efficiently programming source code. And next one is penetration testing. Penetration testing also called as a pen testing. It is like a practice cyber attack conducted on a system. Why? Because to find and fix any weak spot before real attackers means we use this type of testing. We use this type of testing to breach parts like applications and server to uncover vulnerabilities such as the code injection risk from unfiltered input. So that is a main thing in penetration testing. Here the advantages are it can be done to find the vulnerability, and also it is used to done to identify the risk from the vulnerability and determine the impact of an attack and the likelihood of happening, and it help access the effectiveness of a security controls and it helped prioritize the remediation efforts. And next we see the unit testing. So unit testing, it is a method of testing where individual units are component of the software applications. So it is typically done by the software developers. It mainly ensures that the individual unit of the software are working as intended. So unit testing are usually automated and also designed to test the specific parts of the code, such as a function or method. And also unit testing is done at the lowest level of the software development process, where individual units of the code are tested in a isolation process. Here the advantages are, it helps to identify the bugs earlier in the development process, and it helps to ensure that changes to the code and make the code more modular and easier to understand and maintain. It helps to improve the overall quality and reliability of the software. And next one is integration testing. Integration testing, it is also one type of testing how different unit or component of a software application interact with each other. So it is used to identify and resolve any issues in the software, mainly checking different unit of the software, and also typically done after each unit testing and before functional testing, mainly used to verify that the different unit of the software work together. That is integration testing. Different type of performing integration testing. So it mainly start with the highest level modules, differentiate from the lower level modules. And bottom up integration testing, it start with the lowest level modules and integrate them with higher level modules. And next way of performing in integration testing means Big Bang integration testing. It combines all the modules, top down and bottom up integration, and integrate them all the testing in Big Bang integration. Next one is incremental integration testing. It integrates the modules in very small groups and testing each group as it is added in the software. Okay. Next one is, here the advantages are, it helps to identify or resolve issues that may arise when different units of the software are combined. Next one is, it helps to ensure that the different unit of the software work together as intended. And next, it helps to improve the overall reliability and stability of the software. And more important thing is, integration testing is essentially for complex system. Okay. And next one is performance testing. It is a type of software testing. It is ensure the software application perform properly under their expected workload. So it is a testing technique carried out to determine the system performance in terms of sensitivity or reactivity and stability under a particular workload. So main advantages means it ensures the speed, load, capability, accuracy, and other performance. It identifies such monitoring and resolving the issues if anything happen, and ensure the great optimization of the software, and also allow many users to use at the same time. And also it ensure the client as well as the end user customer satisfaction. And also it help to identify the bottleneck in the system, such as a slow database management inquiries, insufficient memory, or network congestion. Okay, next we see the load testing. Load testing determines the behavior of the applications when multiple users use at the same time. So it is the response of the system measured under varying the load conditions. So load testing is carried out for normal and extreme load conditions. So the main thing is to identify the bottlenecks and determine the maximum number of user or transaction the system can handle. And also main thing is the system can handle the expected usage levels and identify any potential issues before the system is deployed to the production level. So that is a load testing. So advantages are it's carried out for normal and extreme load conditions. And main advantages for identify the bottlenecks and improve scalability and improve reliability. These are the main advantages of a load testing. So by identifying the system maximum capability means load testing ensure that the system can handle a increasing number of user or transaction over the same time. So this is particularly important for web-based system and its application. And next, improve reliability is also the advantages of a load testing. Improve reliability means it helps identify any potential issues that occur under heavy load condition, such as error rate or slow response time. So this help ensure that the system is reliable and stable when it is deployed to the production. So these are also advantages in a load testing. And next we see stress testing. Stress testing is defined as a type of software testing that verify the stability and reliability of the system. So this testing particularly determine the system robustness and error handling techniques. And it check beyond the normal operating point and analyzes how the system work under extreme work condition. Main advantages means determine the behavior, ensure failure does not cause any security issues, and make system function in every situation. So stress testing means the system working normal as well as abnormal condition in a appropriate way. So that is the important in stress testing. So it is designed to test the runtime performance of the software. That's all. Thank you.